Hey guys, and welcome to Little Kimble here in Buckinghamshire. So you might be wondering why I am here. So today I'm visiting, for the very first time, Buckinghamshire's least used station. So I just got off the train to Aylesbury, and we're going to be taking a look at this very peculiar station, which situates itself between Aylesbury and Prince's Risborough. And yeah, we're just going to be taking a look at why it's the least used station and what there is around here. So let's get started.
Little Kimble Station was opened in 1872 as part of the Great Western Railway, which took over from the Wickham Railway in 1867. The station has only one platform and is just about long enough to accommodate a 4-car Chiltern Railways train. The station is along a single-track branch line between Prince's Risborough and Aylesbury, with Monks Risborough and Aylesbury sitting on either sides of the station along the same branch line. Did you know that this is the closest station to the Prime Minister's country home of Chequers, which is halfway between Prince's Risborough and Wendover? And in 1998, during the G8 summit, some famous faces, including Tony Blair's wife and Hillary Clinton, set foot on this exact platform to meet the Prime Minister at Chequers. I mean, how cool is that for a least used station? So now that you've had a rough look at what the station looks like, let's delve deeper into what interesting facilities there are at Little Kimble.
So let's take a quick look around the station. So as you can see, it's pretty isolated. It's got massive field over there, and a few houses. It's a rather small settlement. It's quite a small village, Little Kimble. It borders Monks Risborough and it borders Stoke Mandeville, I think, and Great Kimble. You can see there's a house here. I believe this belongs to someone. We've also got a Purtis machine. I'm going to be testing that out soon, check if it works. And we've got a destination display, which displays the next trains to Marylebone and the next trains to Aylesbury as well. So I'm just taking a look at the current Chiltern Railways timetable, and as you can see here, you've got a service to Aylesbury every hour basically, until 1:30. So service starts at around 7:30 on weekdays and ends around 1:30. This is towards Aylesbury. On Saturdays it's still once every hour, and on Sundays it's exactly the same. However, as you can see, the service schedules begins much later than on weekdays and Saturdays. So now I'm going to be zooming in on Prince's Risborough now, because this station receives a shuttle only on weekday peaks, so the peak evening and peak morning receives it's a half-hourly service to Prince's Risborough in the morning, half-hourly in the evening as well, and then after that it's pretty much every hour, because the train goes to Marylebone and stops at every single station, which includes Prince's Risborough. Speaking of London Marylebone, I'm just going to head to it. Where is London Marylebone? There it is. So this is London Marylebone. Yeah, once every hour. Pretty regular for a least used station, I think. I've had a look on YouTube, and many other least used stations in other counties rarely have 1 hour service throughout the whole day. Some trains even some stations around the country only have 1 train a day in one direction. So to be able to access London Marylebone from here and Aylesbury at the same time, it's not too bad for a least used station. So yeah, this is the timetable. We've also got, it's regularly updated, the changes to train times. So you've got the latest Chiltern Railways timetable, which was implemented in December, and service information as well for the upcoming months, which includes March and February. Very nice to see that these boards are updated regularly. Chiltern Railways, that's a thumbs up, taking care of the stations, even though they are least used. So I'm just going to head out now, and this is some sort of parking. I believe it's private. We've got some adverts here, for example the 2 birds 1 ticket and the penalty fare, which is updated to £100 in connection with GWR and West Midlands Railway, along with Chiltern. And yeah, this is the station entrance, which is quite, quaint. It's not very busy. And this is the A4010, which links High Wycombe to Aylesbury via Prince's Risborough and Little Kimble, as you can see. So yeah, I mean, it's all right. You've hit a lot of countryside over here, and of course the house. I'm not really sure who that belongs to. I'm fairly certain that's private. But yeah, you could say this is some sort of car park, but I believe it's private. Do let me know though if I'm wrong. As you can see, there's a blue reflector sign here, which means if that light turns on, it indicates freezing temperature. So yeah, just a caution that it's cold and the station might be slippery itself. You can also find some onward travel information. There aren't very good travel links from here in terms of other modes of transport. There is a bus stop further along this road, and the main destinations by bus: Aylesbury, Bradnam, Great Kimble, High Wycombe, Hughenden Valley, Lacey Green, Monks Risborough, Knapp Hill, Prince's Risborough, Saunderton, Stoke Mandeville Hospital, Stoke Mandeville Village, West Wycombe, Terrick and Waters Ash. Mainly small villages, but as I said, the main buses serving this station is 130, 300 and X30. I believe 130 is Red Line, 300 and X30 are both Arriva. We've also got some footpaths here which lead to country lanes and some short settlements, some small settlements as well. There isn't much within a 10-minute walk of the station. And you've also got some facilities and services available, so you can buy some tickets, purchase rail cards, season tickets. There's no bicycle storage at the station, unfortunately, so there's no way you can park your bike and go ride a train. You've got some phone numbers as well in case you need any help, as well as alternatively scanning a QR code for the Chiltern Railway's website if you need any help or you just want to contact them. You're also allowed to take your bike on the train as well. There are bike spaces and facilities on the trains in case you want to take your bike with you. Right, coming back to the permit to travel machine, let's see if it works. So I've got my 20p, insert it. Doesn't work. There are some coins trapped in it. So that works. The button doesn't work either. Yeah, that's a bit of a pain, isn't it? So, it's safe to say that the purchase machine at Little Kimble is broken. Do not try to use it. Mainly broken because coins are stuck in the slot. The only thing that's working though is the time. However, it's 1 hour ahead, so they've got to change it to GMT timing. But yeah, so I'm not sure how you're going to claim a ticket from here. You're going to have to purchase one online, I'm afraid. Now, next to the permit to travel machine, or the purchase machine, as you may call it, there are some ticket prices. So I believe this is for adult singles or adult returns, and off-peak as well included. So you've got a travel card for £28, which is okay. You've got returns to the major stations like Aylesbury, High Wycombe, Prince's Risborough and Monks Risborough, because that's basically the main stations you can access from this station. And obviously please purchase this permit to travel, which can take up to £1 starting from 20p, is that right? No, starting from 5p, and exchange it at the first possible location. So if you're going to Aylesbury, exchange it at Aylesbury. If you're going to Marylebone, exchange it at Marylebone. I'm sure people will be happy to help. There's also a passenger help point here with a button for assistance. So not only is that for an emergency, but also if you want to check the next train to Marylebone or the next train to wherever you want to go. So that's quite interesting as well. Also nice to see a London and South East rail services map to help with your onward connections. So if you want to go anywhere in the South West, South East, East Anglia, West Midlands, literally anywhere, you can refer to this map for any assistance on where you want to go. And below this map is a grit machine, or rather a grit box, so that contains some grit. Whenever the station surface is icy, just pour it along and that will increase grip. Now you may have noticed that Little Kimble has the new Chiltern Railways station signage of the very dark blue and light blue colours rather than the white and blue. So that's very nice to see that this station has got updated signage reflecting the new Chiltern Railways logo. So that's pretty good. You can also find this signage over there where it says Little Kimble, as you can see, and situated on the station over there somewhere. So you may be wondering, how can I access this station from wherever you want to go? Maybe you've been inspired by this video so far and want to pay a visit to the least used station of Little Kimble. Well, you can come here directly from Marylebone, as I said, with the Timetable. 1 hour service. It will take around something like an hour and 10, an hour and 5, an hour and 10 directly on weekdays, and on Saturday, Sunday it will take about an hour and 20 because this, the train calls at additional stops. So yeah, and also if you live along the Aylesbury branch line, which is the Aylesbury Rail Parkway to London Marylebone branch line, you can change at Aylesbury and take a direct service here. Sometimes this branch is closed. If so, then the station is open 24/7 because there's no gate to close it, I don't think. So you can just take a bus number X30 that runs from Aylesbury to High Wycombe or High Wycombe to Aylesbury. That's how you can access the station. So yeah, that's just some info in case you want to visit the station for yourself. So maybe you're looking at this video, you're watching it, and you're thinking, how is this the least used station? I thought the least used station was Fenny Stratford. Well, Fenny Stratford is statistically the least used station for 2021 and 2022 based on passenger statistics, or based on the Office for Rail and Road statistics, link in the description. Yeah, that is statistically the least used station because Fenny Stratford has had only 2,668 visitors in the 2021-2022, while Little Kimble had 8,460. However, Fenny Stratford is on the Marston Vale line, and that line has had to close recently and is replaced with a rail replacement bus service. So it is harder to access Fenny Stratford than it is to access Little Kimble. And also that can't really count as well, because if the station's closed half the time, or if no one's using it, then it kind of gives an advantage to Fenny Stratford over Little Kimble. And besides, this is only recent. Fenny Stratford overtook Little Kimble only in 2021 and 2022. So, and Little Kimble has predominantly been the least used station in Buckinghamshire over the last few years as well. So this is technically the least used station in the county. If you need a map as well, there's one on the screen right now. This is where Little Kimble is compared to any of the bigger towns and travel links. So yeah, there's the statistics for you.
Okay, so after taking one final short glance of Little Kimble Station, it is now time for me to go on a walk.
Okay, so now I've walked around 1.5 miles to the station of Monk's Risborough. Right, so I'm going to tell you why I've done this. So this is in fact the second least used station in the county, behind Little Kimble, and I'm not going to lift my camcorder because there are some people here, surprisingly. Yeah, it feels more isolated than it does at Little Kimble. There's no busy road, there's some new signage still. There's some steps leading to the kind of cul-de-sac, I'm not gonna lie, and there's a bus stop, which there aren't many buses that go through here, not as much as Little Kimble. So it is surprising that Little Kimble is the least used rather than this one. rather than Monks Risborough. But there aren't many facilities here either. There's about as many as in Little Kimble. You might think panting a little bit because I'm quite tired. I've had to walk around 1.5 miles, as I said, and it's quite far, further than I thought. And there's also a train coming towards Aylesbury, which I'll be getting on. So yeah. So as I'm at Monks Risborough, I'm going to leave it here. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. The least used station in Buckinghamshire, which was Little Kimble. If you did like it, make sure to like and subscribe. Head over to the description for the Office for Rail and Road Statistics by the government. It's a link in the description for that. And if you did like it, let me know in the comments, and if you'd like to see any more of these kind of videos, documentaries. But from Monks Risborough and Little Kimble, thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.